Rising, it's Patrick Monet back with another message to heal your soul. And today I want to talk to you guys about spiritual awakenings. There's a spiritual essence in all of reality that allows you to be one with consciousness. We are all one consciousness, which is why we all are connected. We are all connected, whether you acknowledge that or not. Spirituality is the study of energy, leading you to living a life of harmony and just being connected with nature. We are nature, which is why when we go outside and see that the trees are, brown and they have, such flamboyance to it and it's just so alive. They told us that plants are alive and everything. They are. They're living just like us. A spiritual awakening is when your soul finally awakens to the knowing that you are connected to everything and the universe, that you are having a human experience, and that everything is just energy, and so are you. And what you radiate is what you attract. Realize that everything is connected, and you have too. Your soul is now ready for a transformational period in your life, a journey. Growing up in this kind of era, we have been fed, all kinds of, misinformation, subjective, which is based on personal opinion instead of objective logic. Our entire lives, our brains should be wired to be based on objective information. The best understanding that you will receive on reality as it is now is through certain things that we have learned already, or certain things that we have access to, which is astrology, biology, quantum physics, melanin, and grounding. Grounding is really connected to nature too. When you were just putting your feet in the grass, you are connecting yourself to the earth, literally. Nature, spiritual. Our existence is spiritual. These religions that we have been introduced to are quite literally just interpretations of spirituality on a different spectrum. Majority of the, religions have pulled us from our roots to know where we're actually going and what to actually do, in this life. Which is why majority of the time on your spiritual, transformation or awakening, you could say, you are alone, so that you can regather your thoughts. To protect your energy, you have to harness your energy. This is your spiritual life energy, your life source energy. You are having to change your belief system due to all of the, lies that we have been told. You have to change your belief system completely into your own knowing, to gather information for yourself. You are alone so that you can think for yourself. People often speak on the ego and how it's a voice in our mind. Being able to have a sense of polarity with your ego and your mind. You know what I mean? You tame it. It does not die. People talk about ego death. It doesn't die. It only matures. This being alone on your spiritual transformation forces you to go within and create your own belief system. From this lesson of you being chosen to go on this spiritual awakening path, you are able to listen to your intuition, knowing that you are present, you are here. You know what I mean? And you are able to manifest your reality in the way that you want. You know what I mean? You are able to rewire your brain in a way that you now know what is right, what is for you, what works. As I said, everything is energy. You know what I mean? So you're able to cultivate this positive energy, this accepting energy, that everything is what it is. You are what you are, you know what I'm saying? What God said, I am that I am. And at times this could be a painful process because, you're extremely exposed to everything that has been conditioned to your mind. You know what I mean? Some people are unable to grasp the knowing that everything is just energy and everything is meant to open your mind. You know what I mean? Everything is here for a reason. But eventually, through this process, you feel unconditional love and liberation from all your suffering. I can literally, vouch for this. I've been through so much suffering in my life and a lot of, hatefulness. Just to reside in unconditional love now after like 3 years of this path, but my whole life, really. I've been awakened for 3 years. I've been on this path of awakening for 3 years. But my whole life, I experienced all of this, duality, separation, and just confusion overall. But now I'm accepted, I'm accepting things as they are because now I know better. Now I'm more open to, freedom in itself and God's energy. You are alone to realize that you were never alone. You know what I mean? You're always surrounded by God and His energy. Always. Deepening your connection with the divine creates union with you and God and His energy. It helps you to create a strong relationship with God, and this God energy that you are able to harness. People like to say Christ consciousness. That's exactly what it is. You are God. You're living through God. You're here for a reason. You have God consciousness. That's what God is. God is in your mind. You hear God in your mind for a reason. You pray to God. You're praying to yourself, your higher self. You just had to awaken to know that. God is an acronym, and it stands for Generator, Organizer, Dispenser. God is the highest extent of your mind, which is why you're able to, tap in. That's why you are that being here. You are of God. That's why you're here. You're here on a mission. Everybody's on their own journey. You know what I mean? Everybody's here on their own journey, which is why it's not the same for everybody, which is why everybody's going at a different pace. You know what I mean? But collectively, the consciousness is arising. It's awakening. We are awakening. This is the age of Aquarius, which means that this is the age of, enlightenment, seeing the truth, seeing things for what they are. No more, lies, no more facades, no more not really being yourself because you're afraid of what others think. No more hiding behind what the truth really is deemed as, you know what I mean? Just complete oneness, knowing thyself, loving one another unconditionally, without judgment, you know what I mean? It's been, for the past few years, it's been just hardship and just judgment, and I experienced that solely on this purpose, you know what I mean? Through my soul, I had to overcome these things to become the person who I am now, to enlighten you all. God wanted me to do that. God told me to do this. I've been anointed by God to quite literally give you these messages, to share with you so you can open your mind. And I have been receiving backlash, so I wanted to really explain just what your being is, you know what I mean? People are backlashing me and stuff like, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, that doesn't really matter, because nothing matters unless you allow it to. Like I said, you're a consciousness. You're a form of consciousness. We're all related in some sort of way. We're all connected. So, if you feel as if, there's some sort of not truth to what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like false narrative to my truth. It's due to, a lack of belief in yourself. That's why I want to enlighten you. I want you to be able to be more open-minded to your purpose, your being here. That's definitely what God wants. God wants you to live in the fullness of your prosperity. And by doing so, you're able to just live freely and accepting. That's a high vibration, to be accepting of all things in yourself. Neutrality. You're able to be at peace. And you're able to just live happily when you accept things as they are. As an earth angel, I've came to earth with a purpose. And I've successfully transmuted darkness into light. And now I'm here to show you guys that you are your biggest healer. You can do it. You know what I mean? I believe in you. We're strong-willed individuals as a collective. To be freed of whatever hardship we have ever experienced in our lives and change the trajectory, of our path, of our being. Releasing what we have, been taught and conditioned, really, to think it is right, which is sometimes negative thinking. Even from our own families, even from our own friends, we know what's right in our heart and our soul. Vibrating at a love frequency, your heart knows what's right. They say not to choose, heart over mind, but your heart is what leads you. Your heart chakra has to be open for you to receive all that is for you. For a long time, my heart chakra was closed because of my upbringing. And I was taught to not express myself or share my emotions or, be loving. But that is just who I am. And eventually I accepted that. Back to acceptance, I accepted that. And I brought all the love into my life that I deserve. I used to feel unworthy of such love. And now that it's here, now that I accepted it, now that I know I'm worthy, I'm grateful. But gratitude brings abundance. I want you to always remember that. I was never meant to follow the crowd like how I used to in middle school and high school. I was never meant to do that. That was never my purpose. I was meant to stand out, and I always have. And sometimes not for the right reasons. But, now I'm knowing that I am a leader, a forerunner of the new earth, and I want to enlighten you. Because you are a leader in your own way as well. And I believe in you. I hope I enlightened you on spirituality and the entire being of yourself today. I love you guys unconditionally. Bye.